A brand new world. What riches might this one hold? You there, fetch me someone important. I'm looking for somebody. Are you deaf? Do you even know who I am? If you continue to be a nuisance, don't think that I won't crush you. State your name. Wait, are you certain? You said you... And there's no one else by that name. No, never mind. I'm certain I'm in the right place. The mages are getting more accurate. All it took was a couple of executions to get them motivated. I just didn't think they'd place me this close. You'll forgive me for my earlier rashness. I'm here for some important personal business. I can be brazen when I'm in a rush. Oh, don't be alarmed, commoner. You're in no danger. I only slay those who stand in my way, and, well, you're no threat to my goal. You may call me Angel, the Conqueror. I'm famous among many worlds for vanquishing mighty foes, performing impossible feats, and laying claim to everything I've ever set my heart on. And I've come in search of a valuable prize. I'll reveal that in a moment, though. I've found that announcing my intentions right at the beginning is unwise, so let it suffice to say that it's something I can only find right here. Oh, you doubt my power, do you? Well, it won't do for you to think of me as some kind of pretender. Let's see, what do you call this contraption? A car, and is it yours? No? Good. It was a bit heavier than I expected. Still, I'd say I threw it. Well, I don't know what units of measurement you use, but I doubt you could even move it on your own. Is that proof enough? Splendid. I can't have my future bondmate doubting my prowess. Oops, let it slip, did I? I was never one for thinking before speaking. I'm afraid not much point in a clever tongue if you can take whatever you want by force, I suppose. But yes, I came here for you. I wanted to... Oh, wait a moment. My mages wrote down the proper term. Hold on. Ah, yes. I wanted to ask for your hand in marriage. Yes, that was it. Oh, why so modest? Well, I chose you at my mage's recommendation. They're terribly useful, you know. They can do all the things for me that I can't accomplish through sheer might, including, as it happens, finding my ideal mate across all time and space. Yes, indeed. You're it. They assured me out of trillions of souls in the multiverse, you were the one best suited for me. And so here I am, ready to propose. Mind you, I wouldn't mind a long courtship, but it seems unnecessary when this is such a sure thing. All things considered, I'd like us to be bonded together as soon as possible. I assume that won't be a problem. After all, Angel the Conqueror is the single most accomplished being in all worlds, and in the fact that we're a perfect match, I really can't picture you saying no to me. Did I hear you right? Oh, yes, a joke, surely. Perhaps not the best time or place, but... What is the... In that case, I'm... not exactly upset, but confused. What reason do you have to reject me? Sworn-off relationships? Interesting. Then it's not me specifically. You'd refuse anyone? Of course, I should have expected it. Surely the ideal mate for me is the one most challenging to obtain. It all makes sense now. I must confess I was puzzled when I discovered you to be a simple commoner, but I care little for riches or status. I have more than enough for us both, but now a challenge worthy of me, yes, now that is what I truly crave. You'll find me rather difficult to dissuade, you see. You aren't given a title like Conqueror by being easily discouraged, especially with such paltry little words. You certainly don't sound like you really want me to go. You're already smitten by my power and glory. I think that perhaps you're already considering the benefits of a relationship, am I wrong? There's no shame in it. You'd be foolish not to consider such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Just think about it. I can offer you absolutely anything in the world. Any world. Safety, luxury, entertainment. There's nothing that you can't have as my bondmaid. Why deny yourself all of that simply because you had a bad experience with somebody else? I don't know what transpired to make you so opposed to relationships, but I'm sure you just needed someone better. And there's no one better than me. You're not wrong about that. I do like to boast. If I have a weakness, then my pride is surely it. Perhaps it would be better to talk about you instead, then? I specifically instructed my mages to not tell me anything about you aside from your name. I wanted to learn about you from your own words. Tell me, what sort of life do you live? Nonsense. Just because I'm proud of my own accomplishments doesn't mean I'm not interested in others. Perhaps that was the case at one time. I drove away many allies with my carelessness, and I discovered that even I, the great conqueror, need others in my life. I can do more than any one person, but there is even greater power to be found in cooperation between many. What I mean to say by all that is I do actually care, despite how I act. Yes, my earlier rudeness. Please put it out of your mind. I had a somewhat unrefined upbringing. The old me comes out every now and then, but I've become better. You believe me, don't you? That's better. So, what is that exactly? I don't think I've ever heard of that sort of hobby? Profession. What a strange world this is. I see you have quite a bit to learn. Well, even if I don't quite understand it, I have no doubt you're quite skilled at what you've chosen to do. I've always had respect for people with talent, no matter what field it's in. But I think I do know you have the eyes of someone with a purpose. Perhaps that's part of why you avoid relationships. Maybe you find it a distraction. I assure you, you would never have to worry about choosing between me and anything else. When you have my level of confidence, you don't feel threatened when someone doesn't spend all their attention on you, you see. Still a little guarded, huh? No matter. I don't expect you to open up to me right away. With time, I'm sure you'll come to trust I'm sincere. Oh, a very good question indeed. Why does a conqueror such as myself seem so intent on flattery and gift offerings instead of simply taking you home with me by force? Well, I'm very intent on conquering trials the proper way. There are those more brutish than I who would rather set their own terms and win that way, but breaking down walls rather than solve the maze, so to speak. There are those more brutish than I who would rather set their own terms and win that way, break down the walls rather than solve the maze, so to speak. But isn't that simply an admission of weakness? It implies that you can't do it the right way. A true conqueror, I think, is comfortable even within the limits. If I simply forced you to be mine with threats, then I wouldn't really be winning you over, would I? I'd be proving that I'm much more physically imposing with you, which, if you'll pardon me for saying so, isn't really that much of an accomplishment. Making you want to return with me and convincing you to admit it is harder, yes, but I won't back down from the challenge. The struggle will only make it more satisfying to win the prize. Can't you be a prize and a person? Well, in my experience, people make the best prizes. You may not own them the same way you would an inanimate object, but they offer infinitely more, even if they'll never truly be yours alone. Oh, look at us, standing around and courting out in the open like simple peasants. Perhaps we should retire somewhere more private. I've yet to figure out where I'll be staying. Perhaps your dwelling? Oh, I'm afraid it's not so simple. Traveling between worlds is a difficult process. I can't simply jump from home to here back on a daily basis. I'll need to stay here until you've decided to return with me. Well, if it's not your home, then I'll have to impose myself on some stranger. I'd rather not do that, but I'm sure you'll understand. Oh, splendid, but before I go, I need to contact my mages. It'll just be a moment. Blundering idiots, you were supposed to keep some distance between me and my future mate. I needed time to prepare. I entered right in front of them and made myself look like a brute. What was that? Did you speak of me that way? Oh, there will be bloodshed when I return. If you want to minimize it, be ready to bring us back the moment I contact you again. My apologies. Please lead the way. I'm eager to see what your living quarters are like, although it won't compare to what you'll have when you agree to be mine. My prize.